Hey everyone, I'm Alpha, this is Alpha Psych Ward, and today I'm going to be showing you how to get any of the starter Pokemon for free without spending any Robux. I've been working on this for the weekend so far, and I'm just about done. And by done meaning I just about have all of them, and not only do I have all of them, but they're all female, so I'll be able to breed and trade them as needed, or as I see fit, which is really awesome. I'm only missing two. You have to understand before we get into this, this is a bit of a process. It's going to be a time investment. It's not that bad in my opinion. So if you want to start a Pokemon, you have two options in my opinion. You can either do what I'm about to show you, or you can go into the trade resort and beg people, and then just hopefully luck has it someone's willing to give you one of their bred starter Pokemon. So to do this, you are going to be required to have a second account. Roblox accounts are free, so go ahead and create your second account. Alright, so here we are with our second account. That being said, later on you are going to be required to trade the Pokemon that you do breed. And for that you're either going to need a second computer that you can log into Roblox on, which I do and I trade with myself, or you need a friend that you can trust. The reason you can't use your main account is because we are going to make a new game. And if you do that on your main account, if you save, it'll override your current progress and you'll lose everything you've done. So be sure to make a second account for this, or even have a friend who hasn't played use his account for the first little bit. But we're going to go ahead and create a new game. Alright, so once you've done all that beginning stuff and you've made your way into the laboratory, what you want to do is you want to go click menu and save it. This is going to make it so you don't have to do all that beginner stuff again if you get a boy, because you're going to need a female to start. And yes, I want to save. Just turn chat off here. Then run over. You're going to want a female. That's so you can make it to Laguna Lake and you can breed it. Because your starter Pokemon you get from Cyprus here, it is not tradable at any point in the game. And if you go down with a male, if you breed a male with another female, whatever the female is what the egg is. So, we'll actually go with Chimchar here. So you need a female at this point. And the beautiful part is that if we do get a male, we don't have to do all that beginner stuff again. We saved it, we just have to close the game, reload it, and then you try again. So this is the first attempt, and it's a boy, so I'm going to go ahead, close the game, and retry. Okay, this is attempt number 2. I've reloaded the game. It's another boy, so I'm going to go ahead, reload it again. I think it's important to mention to do not turn on your autosave. You're not going to use it at any point on this second account. And also, the chance of getting a female is 12.5% chance, so that's 1 out of 8 should be female. Sometimes you get lucky and you get them right away, and other times it just takes a little while longer, like this guy here. This was attempt number 3. Alright, and this is attempt number 4. Boy. This is attempt number 5. There we go, got our girl. Perfect. So go ahead, save it, just because autosave should not be on. Next, you want to make your way to Route 1. Alright, so once you make it to Route 1, if you don't have a Fletchling or a Fletchinder, go ahead and catch yourself one in this area. If you do catch a Fletchling, you will have to evolve it into a Fletchinder. It has the ability Flame Body, I think it's called. And what that essentially does is it takes egg hatching and cuts the time in half, or it halves the amount of steps that you need to take for an egg to hatch. So it's going to save you a ton of time. So if you don't have one, go ahead, catch one. You will have to evolve it. I think that's around level 16, 17, something like that. If your main account already does have one, I do trade with my main account and I just give myself a Fletchinder, so that's unnecessary if you're going to trade it to yourself. It's also important to note that you will be required to have a mate for your Pokemon. I'll leave a link in the description on egg groups, so go check it out, see what egg group your Pokemon's in, and then if at any point if you're on your way and you happen to run into a Pokemon it's compatible with, just go ahead and capture it, and then you'll be good to go later. Alright, so once you reach this point, which is Route 3, if you have a Fire-type Pokemon or a Grass-type Pokemon, you should be good. Just make your way to the gym, you should be able to steamroll right through it. However, if you do have a Water-type Pokemon, this is an electric gym, so you're going to have a bit of a struggle. One thing I did with all my Water Pokemon is I kept walking through the grass until I found an electric-type Pokemon, and then I'd capture it, and I would actually use the guy just right beside the stairs there to power level that Pokemon, because your Water Pokemon, Pikachu's probably going to one-shot him if you get that far. So you're probably going to need a second Pokemon to actually work your way through the gym itself. And then after the gym you can trade with yourself, so it makes it so much easier. Another thing too I've been doing with everybody is on my way here I fight every trainer I can just to try to beef up that Pokemon just for this first gym. Makes it a bit easier. So this is the guy here that you can power level off of. He gives really good experience. He has a Dunsparce, and when you beat it, you get 279 experience. If you don't know how to power level, what you do is you go into your Pokemon. In your first slot, you want the Pokemon that you're trying to power level to start the match, and then immediately switch out your Pokemon to the strong Pokemon that will actually defeat him. As long as a Pokemon shows up in the match at any point of time, even if it does nothing, it'll still get the exact same experience that the Pokemon is worth when it gets defeated. I wouldn't recommend fighting this guy with Fire-type Pokemon. You probably don't need to. And on top of that, the Dunsparce has Roll Out, which is super effective against Fire-type, so it is a struggle if he uses that right away to actually beat him. And like I said, Water-type Pokemon you probably will want to power level an Electric-type Pokemon with him. And Grass and Fire-type, you should be fine just to go fight the gym. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Checking my chart, I'm a Field-type Pokemon as Chimchar, and we got a male Electrike here, so this is compatible to mate. So we're actually going to go ahead and capture this. And even if it's about halfway, I still find I get really good success. As long as it's not green, I normally get really good success. I think it's not the color of the bar, I think it's how many hit points. So like, for example, he might have 20 hit points total. So this is only 10 left, right? So 10 is still a very high chance. And there we go, we have our mate, we don't have to worry about that. So next you're going to want to focus on making your way to and beating the gym. So once you beat your first gym, or the first gym, and you have your RTD, go ahead and if you're able, go to the trade resort and trade with yourself or a friend that you trust. So you're going to want to trade yourself something that's of decent level, and that's going to be worthwhile to make everything easier. You don't have to worry about the level restriction, as it doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Once you beat the Electric Gym, you're supposed to be able to trade Pokemon up to level 20, and as you can see, this Pokemon's 23. This Pokemon here, Charizard, is 65. So from this point forward, because I have this Charizard, I'm going to one-shot everything except for one Geodude that has 30, but that's just a two-shot. So the rest of this to Laguna Lake is going to be extremely easy. Let's make sure to put him in front. Oh, and while we're here, I just wanted to check really quick. But Electrike, because he seemed to have... Yeah, ability Lightning Rod, that's amazing. I don't know if they normally have that, I don't think so, but I'm actually going to transfer this to my main character. Because that was cool, man, that fight, he did more than I expected him to, that's for sure. That being said, also it's good to take you know, some backup into the gym. Normally I just steamroll it with Fire type and Grass type, but this time my Chimchar got knocked out, and then that Electrike just took over and just owned the gym, so that's absolutely amazing. So if you manage to trade with yourself, go ahead and skip any of the trainers that you can. There's really no point in fighting them, especially if you have a max level Pokemon on you. I normally buy repels, I forgot to, but that's another way to make it a little bit faster, is buy repels. Especially for the volcano, you'll run into a Pokemon there like every 3-4 steps it seems, so make sure to buy some repels for that. Alright, so just a reminder, before you make your way over to the volcano, go ahead and buy yourself some repels, and you'll thank yourself for this. I buy 8, that'll last you all the way to Laguna Lake. Next, make your way over to the volcano. So once you beat Team Eclipse in the volcano, make your way back to town. Once you make it back to town, make your way over to the fire gym. So after you beat the fire gym, make your way over to Route 7. At the end of Route 7, slap some sense into some lazy lumberjacks. Make your way over to Laguna Lake. And this is as far as we need to go, so this is the end here, which is awesome. This is the daycare if you don't already know. Go ahead, go in. We've already caught a mate, so we don't have to worry about that. Caught it on our way. Just talk to her. You want to leave your Pokemon. When mating or breeding, there's always, whoever's the female, whatever species that is, that's what the egg is going to be no matter what, so keep that in mind. That's why at the beginning we kept restarting until we got a female. And also in the link, I'll leave a link in the description of egg groups, and as long as you have a male in the same egg group, they will make eggs, so it doesn't have to be the exact same Pokemon. And then I just make space in my bag for all the eggs. Kick out of here. This guy here, if you talk to him, if she's holding 2 Pokemon for you, he says they're doing just fine and they don't really seem to like each other very much. This is very common. This means that there's a 20% chance that you'll get an egg, and but this means that you will get eggs, so you don't have to worry about it. If they don't play with each other, then you've got the wrong Pokemon in there and you have no chance for an egg. I normally just run circles here until he has an egg, and this is also how I hatch them, so I'll just wait till he has one for me. Alright, here we go. So you can tell he has an egg for you because he's facing away from the fence. Let's go ahead, talk to him, and grab that egg off of him. There you go. And then all you have to do is just run circles to hatch the egg. Again, if you have a Fletchinder in your first plot here, Flame Body makes it so it takes half the steps. So keep that in mind. Another couple things that are really useful about doing this technique is that if you come in here, this lady that gives you the option of a black or white egg, whatever you got with your main account, you can come here and you could get the opposite one, so you have them both. These are tradable. So go ahead and just pick whatever one you didn't get the first time, and then she gives it to you. And we'll see that here. So you can get both those eggs. And one more benefit is actually you can take this account and you can do the submarine mining again too as well. And you can get the fossils and the fossilized eggs from that, as well as same with stones and shards and all that good stuff. So pretty beneficial to do this. From the very beginning I've been timing it, and to get here it took me about an hour and 15 minutes. And I'd say that's about average. Like, that's not really long. I didn't have a lot of good luck, but I didn't have like a lot of bad luck. Obviously if you're very unfortunate to get a lot of bad luck in a row, then it will take you longer. And like I said at the beginning, I think the only other way to get starter Pokemon is to sit in the trade resort and you know, beg for them or ask for trades. I don't know how long it would take to get the Pokemon you're looking for. Like, maybe you get them instantly, you get lucky, or maybe, you know, you never get them. At least with this technique, you know what you're getting and it's guaranteed you're gonna get it. So from this point, all you'd have to do is run them circles, hatch this egg, and then every egg you get will be tradable. If you are going for a female in every starter Pokemon like I have, if this is a male, what you want to do is you want to go talk to the lady behind the counter. You want to take back that Electrike, well, the male, and you want to put the new male in there, and then come talk to him, and hopefully you get a better spawn rate for eggs. That'll help you out. As for eggs, I've hatched females in as little as, like, the first egg. I got one on the first egg, which was amazing. And then I think the longest one is I filled up one full box in the Pokedex full of males before I got my female. So it's just sheer luck at this point. Some things to keep in mind is the egg gender and everything about the egg is determined the second you get it off of this guy. Okay, it's not before it hatches. So saving before a hatch and just getting a male and reloading to hatch that egg in a few seconds, it doesn't work. I've tried. I've done testing, and it doesn't work that way. The second he gives you the egg gender, abilities, IVs, everything is already determined. So there's no way to cheat it. Just got to keep running it out. And always pick up new eggs when they're available. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped you out. Leave a comment below. It's always appreciated. I really hope that this video helped you out, and I'm sure you know how to use YouTube. Subscribe and like if you like the video. And you guys be good, and if you can't be good, don't get caught. Okay, thanks. Take care. Bye.